products that I'm using today are drugstore budget, affordable makeup products as well. Starting off with the L'Oreal Lumi Magic Pure Light Primer. I normally use this one just a squirt mixed in with my foundation to give it a bit more radiance, but today I'm going to actually be using it as a primer all over my face. Feeling a bit tired today, just wanting a bit of extra luminosity. Going for a bit of a casual daytime smoky eye look today is what the intention is. I'm kind of going to wing it and make it up as we go along, so we'll see how we go. So that primer's all patted into the skin there. Time for the foundation, and this is a brand new foundation for me. It's the L'Oreal Nutrilift Gold Anti-Aging Serum Foundation. First time ever using this foundation. It's quite a thick consistency. This is in the colour 130 Warm Ivory, which I think is quite a good colour match for my skin. So I'm just dotting that onto my face, concentrating on the centre there, just dots all over, and then I'm going to take my Real Techniques buffing brush and buff that into the skin, and pretty much working from the foundation there at the centre of my face and buffing outwards to distribute the foundation and blend it into the skin. With the brand new products I'm using today as well, I thought I might just give those particular ones a rating of how much I like them. So this particular L'Oreal foundation is really impressing me actually quite a bit, so I've decided to give this a rating of 4 love hearts out of 5. It would be a solid 4. It's a really nice feeling and looking foundation, really liking the finish and the level of coverage. I'd say probably a medium coverage. So yeah, first time using it, pretty impressed with that foundation. Onto concealer, another new product for me. It's the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Creamy Concealer. This is in number 10 Ivory, the lightest shade that it comes in. It's a crayon concealer, as you can see. How easy is that? Just draw it on your face basically and then blend it in. It's quite a nice consistency, not too dry, not too creamy. I tend to put it in the corners of my eyes there where it's fairly dark. I don't really have a problem with dark circles under my eyes, and I don't really want any concealer there anyway that would creep into fine lines during the day. So basically just drawing that on and patting it in with my pinky finger, the one that exerts the least pressure. Once I've done that first pass with that concealer, I then go back in with the same concealer again and use the point of the crayon just to dot on any marks or blemishes. So that one's getting 3 love hearts, probably closer to 3.5 I would say. Onto cream blush, another brand new product for me. This is the Lacura Beauty brand cream blush from Aldi. It's the Minerals cream blush in number 11 Soft Coral. I'll have some more information about these new Aldi products towards the end of the video. So this is kind of a dusty pink colour really, even though it's called a coral. Just using a cotton tip there to get some product out and dot it onto my cheeks. Quite pigmented, these cream blushes, so I didn't want to go overboard. And the idea is that this colour, putting it on the kind of bottom of my cheekbones there, will act as a little bit of a contour and also some colour, and I am going to wear a powder blush over the top of this product as well. But I like to put all my cream sort of products on first before I start with any powders. Just patting that into my skin really well, and this cream blush is getting 4 love hearts. Really like this cream blush, very impressed. And another product from Aldi, this is the new Minerals powder in the colour Ivory, always with the ivory and the porcelain when you're as pale as I am. Just showing you that there's not a lot of depth to that pan there, but this is only $8, this powder, so get rid of that useless sponge. And I'm going to be using a big soft Natio powder brush to apply the powder. It's a bit chalky in the pan, but really finely milled and lovely consistency on the skin. As the day went on and this powder and foundation settled into each other, it was just an absolutely gorgeous finish. So I love my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish natural powder, but this one I'd be very happy to use as an everyday powder. Really quite impressed with this one as well. And I'm going to give this one 3 love hearts, although it probably is closer to 3.5. On to bronzer. This is the Revlon bronzer in number 35 Sun Soleil. I've spoken about this one before on my channel. It's one of my favourites. Using a Bow Beauty brush there just to swirl it around, tapping it off on a tissue so that I don't have to clean it up off the floor later, and applying it to the outsides of my face, basically trying to bronze up my skin a bit. It is winter, feeling a bit pale, and also concentrating on my neck and jawline to give me a bit of definition there where there isn't as much as I would like. Onto blusher, using the Natio blusher brush and this old favourite, which is the NYX Mosaic powder blush in number 12 Dare. That's the shades in the pan, and those shades all swirled together just gives the most lovely natural, slightly corally flush to the cheeks. It's very pigmented, so I'm always conscious of tapping the excess off before I put this one onto my face. But it's one that I tend to leave in my drawer for a little while and then I'll go back to it and I'll wonder why I don't use it more, because it always impresses me so much. Now onto eyes, and what I'm doing is taking that Revlon bronzer that I used earlier and using my finger, deciding which one here, and just dipping it into the product and putting it onto my eye, wanting to get it mostly in the socket and into the inner corner. Trying to use this almost as an eye contour. So I've got fairly hooded eyes, so I'm trying to create like a false socket there above the lid so that when my eyes are open you can actually see some depth there just below the brow bones. I do like to use fingers to apply eye products because I feel like you can actually feel the contours of your eye with your finger and really know where you're wanting to put different intensities of colour. This is the Rimmel's Scandaleyes eyeshadow pencil in Bad Girl Bronze. These are a lovely consistency, similar to the Scandaleyes eyeliners. So nice and soft, good colour pigment there, just putting a fairly thick line along my lash line, not worrying too much about being precise, and then taking my Real Techniques fluffy eyeshadow brush and blending that colour out. The idea being that I wanted to smoke it out at the lash line and also kind of drag it into that triangle outer corner of my eye and into the crease at the outer corner there as well. In hindsight, I probably should have done one eye at a time before I started blending because it did dry and became a bit hard to blend, but got there in the end. My Maybelline Colour Tattoo Cream eyeshadow. This is the metal version and the colour is Inked in Pink, which I've mentioned that's relatively new to me, but been using this a lot. This colour, really nice, nudie, sort of pinky beige colour. I'm just going to take my pinky finger once again and dip it into the cream eyeshadow. Wipe the excess off on the back of my hand because I only want a tiny amount, and dotting that pretty much right in the centre of my eyelid where I haven't really concentrated any products as yet. This is the Almay Intense Eye Colour Eyeliner in Brown Topaz, an old favourite, been using this for years, and it's just a really great colour and a good eyeliner for the waterline. So basically just putting that on the waterline and into the top of the roots of the lashes, and then just blending out gently with a cotton tip to get a bit of a smoky look. Another new product to me. What is this, you might ask? I picked this up recently at a bargain bin in my Bloom's chemist. It's an Ardell heated eyelash curler. These heated eyelash curlers were a bit of a rage at one stage. I know Model Co had one. So I've been experimenting with this. I really actually quite like it. It's a bit gimmicky, but basically it heats up and gives your lash a really good curl. Onto mascara, Max Factor Wild Mega Volumizing Mascara. Been loving this one for quite some time now. Does get quite a bit of product on the brush though when you pull it out, so I'm just wiping the excess off there. Bit hard to show mascara application in the viewfinder, but trying here. But you guys know how to do it, right? Just wiggle and keep putting it on there until it's all on. Did a bit of a mistake there and got some on my brow bone, but I'll just let that dry and wipe it off later. Making sure I'm getting the lashes in the inner and outer corners of my eyes as well. There we are, eye mascara on. Get a cotton tip and wipe off that little smudge and just blend that colour back over. This is the Milani Brow Fix brow powder, using that central brown matte colour there. There is a little bit of red to this brow powder. I don't really mind because there is a bit of red in my hair anyway. So just using the little angled brush that comes in the kit to apply that colour to my brows, I kind of press it into the skin beneath the brow hairs, I guess, because with a brow powder what you're trying to do is create that shadow of brow. And not being too particular about how neat I am, as you can see, because this product actually is really easy to clean up later, so it's a nice easy one to apply. Concentrating on the arch there where my brows are fairly sparse, and obviously trying to get them even in thickness and depth of colour, and just cleaning up the powder there in my brows, getting rid of any excess beneath the brow and defining the line at the top of the brow there as well. Another brow product, this is the Maybelline Brow Drama Brow Mascara. It's in the colour medium brown. I really like this one actually, but next time I will be trying the L'Oreal version. Using this one today just to add some colour to the hairs in my brows and also hold them in place. There we are, eyes all done, time for the lips. Going for an old trusty favourite here, the Face of Australia Lip Quench Moisturising Lipstick in the colour Lychee Crush. This is a lovely pinky nude colour. Absolutely gorgeous consistency, these lipsticks. I've spoken about it before on my channel. So moisturising and feels so comfortable on the lips. I'm going to use a tissue to blot, and just wanting to add a second lip product today as well, which is another Aldi product actually. It's the Lacura lip gloss, one I've spoken about before with the little torch in the cap. I don't know what colour this is, it doesn't have it on the tube anymore. It's a bright sparkly pink. I'm just going to apply that pretty much sparingly to the centre of my bottom lip, and then rub my lips together to distribute that into the Lychee Crush lipstick, just for a bit more shine and colour. And there we are, all done. Makeup on. So I picked up this Aldi makeup recently at my Aldi in the central area of the store. Don't know if it's going to be a standard line, but it's a minerals line. There's also a foundation and a concealer in this line as well. Dirt cheap. Doesn't have that horrible floral smell, and really good quality. Very impressed.